Hi, everybody. It's after 2 o'clock on a Friday. I I'm a little late today. I just got home from visiting Kathy at the scrapbook cottage, dropping off some things, picking up things, and so I'm here now. So today I'm going to show you how to do pleating with paper. For the sewers, you'll know what I mean. Non-sewers, this will be an adventure for you. So this one right here is normal pleating. This is called knife pleating, knife pleats. So they're straight and they're all going in the same direction. And then this is box pleat. So you can see the little box here, little box here, little box here, and little box here, and a little box there. So that's called a box pleat, and this is called a knife pleat. So we'll start with the knife pleats. Oh, and I'm using the 3D butterfly push outs, they're called, and it's layered using foam tape. So I'll show you that as well. So the first thing we're going to do is the knife pleats. Hi, Lena. All right. Okay, so we will need so this paper is from Hooray, Birthday Hooray, Echo Park. Hip Hip Hooray, it's called. There's this side. I'm using this navy because I thought it went so well with the butterflies. All right, so and I did a handout for this, so I will post that as well. So this paper is 7 by 4, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inches, 2.5, 3.5, 4, 5, 5.5, and 6.5. These measurements will be in the handout. All right. And while I have this out, I'll do the other one as well. This one is 8 3/4. Hi, Patty. By 2.5. And it's easier to see it on this side. So I am going to score it at 3/4, 1 inch, 1 3/4, 2 inches, 2 3/4, 3 inches, 3 3/4, 4 inches, let me see here, 5 inches, 5 3/4, 6 inches, 7 inches, 7 3/4, and 8 inches. All right. It was just easier to see it on this side, but all these measurements will be in your handout. All right, so that was the box pleat. This is the knife pleat. So we'll do this one first. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to fold and burnish on all the score lines. Okay, so I'm just going to fold and burnish on all the score lines. All right, so I did it that way. Now I'm going to do it the opposite way. I just want the paper to be very flexible. It's easier to fold your pleats when the paper is very pliable. Okay? Especially if you're working with a thicker cardstock, it's best if you do it this way. Alrighty. So this one you're going to start by folding it. It just kind of goes, folds like that. And then the next one folds like that. Because I did it both ways, it's very flexible and easy to do. And then this one is going to do, so I'm just working my way down, pushing it to the right. Okay, and then that one folds under. So now you have your pleats. Okay? All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Sukwang tape. Where did I put my card? I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to squish it all together. And I'm going to put Sukwang tape to hold those pleats in place. Okay, so I'm going to do that in 3, the top, the middle, and the bottom. Okay? I'm not going to buy, I can, where's my tape then? I'm just going to take some tape with my tape gun and just put it on there to hold that in place. Okay? All right. And then I'm going to take a piece of paper that's exactly the same size. Okay? And yeah, I'm late today, Mario. So this is two and a half by 4. And I'm going to put it on this paper that's exactly the same size. The reason I'm doing it just to give it some stability for when I put it on my card. Okay, so my pleats are facing to the right. So I'm just going to put this on here. Okay, so now that just gives some stability to it. All right. Now, if you wanted, you could take your foam strips and tuck them in here to give it a 3D look. I am not going to do that only because I have so much dimension using my butterfly. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it as is, but you could tuck something under there if you wanted to give them a more 3D look. All right. So my card is a top fold, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I'm going to put on a 3 3/4 by 5 blue paper, and then I'm going to put, how big is this? This one is 3 by 4.5. So we'll put that on. Whoops. Just 1 second. Get some more tape. Okay, so now put this on. And then I'm going to take the back one here, the one that I put on. I'm just going to give this a little white mat. And then I'm going to put that onto the silver. Lots of layering. There we go. Okay, so now what we need to do is put our butterfly together. Now this butterfly is different because there's 3 onto a sheet, okay? So I'm just going to take my foam strips here. So they come in layers. So we have this one is next, and then this one, and then the wings. Okay? You can tell this one's next because it's got these little extra things here, and then this one doesn't. All right, so I'm just going to put this on here. You can use pop dots if you want. You can use, there's also a glue of some sort that you can use. So this is like they used to make pictures and stuff using this, using these. So now I'm going to place this right on top of that butterfly. So there's layer 1. And these are very fun to make. And the cottage has, Kathy ordered some more butterflies, and she's also ordered, or she also has, I'll show you a couple more in the end here. There's flowers, there's coffee mugs, but this is just a great way of displaying them with these pleats. So you just get a matching paper, and then you can create your backgrounds. So there, so you can see the depth here, right there. And now we have our wings. So you get 3 to a sheet with the butterflies. So this one is going to go here, and then this one. And there you go. There's our butterfly. You can see the depth of it right there. All right, So then I'm going to take my card and I'm going to put it on here like so. All right. I'm going to use sequin tape for this. There we go. So National Scrapbooking Day is coming up on the, I think it's the 3rd of May. And I'm going to be doing 3 activities or 3 projects, 3 videos on Saturday for everybody. So that'll be fun. So I'm just going to lay this here and put this on like so. Isn't that pretty? And then these are from the other day, from that butterfly stamp, and they have such a lovely sentiments. So I had extra ones, so I thought I would use these on here and put that on there like that. And there's our card. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And you can really see those pleats. It's beautiful, and I love the colors. Alrighty, next. Alright, so this is the going to be the box pleat. So I am going to do the same thing. I am going to burnish on all the folds. This one has a lot of folds. So I'm just burnishing on here. Yeah, so next Saturday for National Scrapbooking Day, I am going to be doing a project for a scrapbook layout. All right, so there, I think I've got them all. I think I'm missing one. Missing one here. So it's one there, missing one there, and missing one here. Three and a quarter. No, that's not right. Yeah, I'm missing one. I'll have to see. So that one is 4. So 4 3/4 and 5. And then this one is there. As I said, everything will be on the sheet. All right, so now I'm just folding on all of the score lines. There we go. Alrighty, so we've got that. Okay. So now we're going to create the box pleat. So there's a wide and then a narrow. So I'm pushing it, just pushing this to the right. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to push to the left. All right. And then this one, oops, I'm doing that wrong. I'm starting this one, I'm pushing this one to the left, and this one to the right, and then this one to the left, and this one to the right, and this one to the left, and this one to the right, and this one to the left, and this one to the right. Okay, so you can see that it's going to look like this. These are these little box pleats. Okay. So I'm going to push them down. So you just go opposite. One to the left, one to the right, one to the left, one to the right. All right. So now I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to put my tape across here. So I'll go right down the middle, pushing them in. There we go. And then I'm going to go down on each side here. I remember learning to pleat and sewing. And I think I remember when we used to make those things for the curtains, the little swags. I think I made some of those too. Alrighty, so that's that. Alrighty, now, where's all my stuff? Alrighty. So now I have this piece that's the same size, and I am going to put it on there for the stability. It's just easier to work with. Valances, that's it. I remember doing a pleated valance. And I'll just trim that off. So the finished size of this is 4 3/4 by 2.5. All right. Now, this is a landscape card. So I'm going to take my 4 by 5 1/4 blue and put it onto the front of my card. And then I'm going to take my pleats, and my pleats are going to go on here like so. I really like these box pleats. Like that. And then I cut a 1/2 inch piece of silver, and it's 1/2 inch by 4 3/4. I'm going to put that across the top, like so. And then I have Thinking of You. So I'm just going to put some foam tape along the top of that. Just on the thinking part. And that's going to go right here. There we go. And then I'm going to take another butterfly, and we'll put that on like that. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? So there's our 2. And here's the 3rd one. There's the 3 butterflies. All right. Very cute. Love it. Okay. Now, so it came on a sheet like this. And they're called 3D push-out sheet. And the Scrapbook Cottage has quite a variety of them. And here's one that's got coffee, so you could do this in any, like greens or whatever, and then just put your coffee right here. Be very cute. It just gives a really nice background. Just a really nice background. So you could see like a little coffee here would be sweet. And here's one here. And then here's some flowers. So you could choose a paper that has the purple in it and make your pleats. And then just add these as you stack them up. So it would be this one, and then this one, and the coffee cup. And then your flowers. They're beautiful. So there's lots. So if you go into their website and put in push-out sheet, you'll see the ones that come up. All right. And I know she has ordered more of the butterflies. Okay. So just lots of fun, I think. And I just think this is a really nice way to display them. I quite love them. I love butterflies though. Brooklyn, my granddaughter, is terrified of butterflies. It's hilarious at the lake. She just runs and screams when she sees a butterfly. But anyways, I love them. Yeah, they're very pretty, aren't they? So you get 3 of each design, or 3 different designs on each of the push-outs sheets. Yeah, beautiful Mother's Day cards as well. Yeah. I think it's just a fun thing. And you really can't, you can see the box pleats in person more so than you can on the screen. Okay? As with the knife pleats. Okay, so that's it for today. I will have cards next week to show you. And have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.